It is time for sports here on the Breakfast Club on Robin Hood Radio. Hopefully we'll have Mike in and we'll get talking to Mike about the Kentucky Derby. But before we get there, we'll start off with Major League Baseball. The Red Sox down the Orioles 4-3. The Yanks, once again, a walk-off win against the Nationals 3-2 yesterday. The first-place Mets down the Diamondbacks by a score of 4-2. Interesting thing about Major League Baseball. Unless you watch the Major League Baseball Network, you're not really aware of some of the things that are going on. Mike Trout, who's probably the best baseball player, not only this year, but for the past 5 or 6 years, is batting .376. He does it with power. He does it to all fields. He is truly, really the best player, I think, in a while we've seen in Major League Baseball. So congratulations. He is having a heck of a season. Now in the NBA, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the season. And the way it stacks up in the Eastern Conference, the top 4 teams are the 76ers, the Nets, the Bucks, and the Knicks. In the Western Conference, the top 4 teams are the Jazz, the Suns, the Clippers, and the Nuggets. So those are the top 4 teams as things look right now. And I think it's the top 6 get in, and then there's the teams that can get in and a play-in. But the Celtics are in 7th place, 35-33. But the big story there, once again, is the New York Knicks, where they sit. Just having a great season for them. All right, let's take a look at hockey. Any action yesterday? Really, no. Not at all. No games yesterday. This weekend, the Islanders beat the Devils 5-1. And the Rangers beat the Bruins 5-4. Wow, that's a surprise. I think the Rangers coach is the next to go in the exit line. And I guess Mike's not going to be calling in, which is amazing, because the big story is Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit had failed the drug test. Here he is now. I've given you all the rest of sports, but Mike, I was just talking about the big news out of the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time this guy's been accused and caught with something illegal.
Now, what happens with all the people with all the betting now?
You lose.
Okay, and so they take the money back out of your account. Is that what they do?
No.
What?
No, you cash your ticket. The ticket, that's it. It's over. You got your bets. There's nothing else coming.
Okay, so they don't take the money back from you.
No, you
okay.
can't. How can you do that? Oh, you won. Come back to the track. Give us your money back. Yeah, okay. No, the horse will be disqualified from purse money.
Okay.
That's all.
Now, what do you think? What do you think's going to happen here?
Well, he's been already banned from Churchill Downs.
Yeah.
So he says that that California keeps meticulous records of what's injected or put into a horse. So that's his defense. But let's use Todd Pletcher, for example. Todd Pletcher wins races in Florida and New York by the boatload, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason why he doesn't run horses in Kentucky. He doesn't have a vet in his pocket. All these guys have vets in their pockets where they look the other way when things happen. And unfortunately, where was Baffert accused of cheating? The last 5 horses that tested positive out of the confines of California, in Arkansas and in Kentucky. They don't have a vet in their pocket. You know, why does it always happen to Baffert? Are people, is somebody running around out there putting stuff in horses? No, he got caught. It's it. He got caught. I mean, it's a minimal amount what's in the horse. Did it do anything to the horse's performance? Probably not. All it is, it's a rule that says you can't have over a certain amount of that drug in the horse. And like I said, it's a decimal point with a whole bunch of numbers behind it. That's the volume that you're talking about. But it's the rules that are set and the rules you have to follow, and he didn't follow them. So he should get suspended.
Now, how long will that suspension be held?
It all depends on the jurisdiction that's doing it. And, well, Kentucky right now, he's banned from running horses in Kentucky until further notice. This is his fifth offense. If you remember back to last year with the Arkansas Derby, he ran 2 horses in it, both tested positive. Another horse called Gamine tested positive. These are all his top horses. It's too much of a coincidence just to be a coincidence. If it happens once or twice, it could be an error. If it happens 5 times, it's not an error. He should get suspended. He should get at least a 6-month suspension from racing. And it doesn't matter that he's Bob Baffert. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be Joe Schmo. If you break the rules, you get suspended.
All right. Well, it was a big. Were you shocked when the story broke, or no?
No. I mean, like I said, it didn't do anything to the horse's performance. It didn't do anything to the horse's performance. But you can't allow stuff like this to happen. But, you know, racing's in the dark ages. You can't use Lasix because it masks other drugs. Well, that's a lot of baloney. If the people did their jobs the right way, if the state veterinarians did their job the right way and tested the horses religiously and didn't look the other way when your name was Chad Brown or Todd Pletcher, there wouldn't be a problem in it. That's the problem with racing. It's not enforced the right way. And believe me, the government is not the way to go.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but what a tarnish it puts on his career. I mean, and for people, and maybe not.
But see, here's the thing that I'm upset about. Everybody hates Bob Baffert because he wins all the time. Right. Oh well, but when Service from Jersey had maximum security and he got caught, they were saying, "Oh no, it couldn't be." Why? Because it's John Service. It doesn't matter. If that's my point. They pick and choose who they want to crucify. Service is, he's not a bad guy. He didn't cheat. He did so cheat, and he's just as guilty or even more so than Bob Baffert. So don't bring out the Kleenex towels when the guy his name happens to be John Service and he doesn't win all over the country like Bobby Baffert does, and Bobby Baffert wins all over the country and everybody's mad at him. It's a lot of baloney. Like I said, if your name's Joe Schmo and you cheat, you should get the same sentence as Baffert and Service.
All right. Yeah, I was waiting to hear what your thoughts were on the Kentucky. So how'd you do with racing this weekend with your picks?
Not like last weekend.
Well, you can't do that every weekend.
No, I had a couple of bailouts late at Belmont the last couple of days. Really, I don't think any of my horses did anything. Harvey's Little Goyle won, but he paid $4. So I mean, you don't even talk about that one. And let me see, went over Rags. I don't think any of them did anything either. Maybe Nova Rags won. I'm not 100% sure, but no. But you know what the amazing part about the weekend was? Up at Belmont, it was fast and firm all weekend. Down here, it poured. The rain just kind of stayed away from Belmont all weekend, which was a good thing.
Yeah, we had off and on rain up here, but not a steady rain, but an off and on rain where it was enough. But so horse racing is the big lead today, and we've got about 2 minutes left. Anything else you want to comment on?
Yeah, the Knicks. They're 8 games over 500. They're in third place.
Fourth place.
I thought it was third when I looked last night.
They're a couple of games behind, but still, they're guaranteed the playoffs now, which is pretty wild. And they might even have home court advantage.
Good. And they had a big win yesterday. They beat the Clippers in L.A.
Yeah. So
that's big. I mean, I'm glad for them. For I said what I said about the Knicks for years. But I'm happy they're winning. So, all those people that say I hate the Knicks, I hate the players that played for the Knicks because they were a bunch of mutts. But now they got these kids that are actually playing, and, oh, my God, you got results. You're winning.
Yeah, 8 games.
I hope the Knicks do a lot. I put it this way. I hope the Knicks do a lot better than the Nets because the Nets have a lot of those same type of players now that oh, my pinky hurts, I don't feel like playing, but you don't hear that from the Knicks.
Yeah.
And beware of the Mets. DeGrom's in big trouble.
Hopefully not, but it doesn't look good.
Can't throw that hard that long and not get hurt.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
All right. Well, at least right now they're the first place Mets.
That ain't saying much.
I know.
Division's pretty terrible. Yeah. Division is pretty terrible. But the Giants keep winning. I mean, that's the story of the year so far. I looked it up yesterday. I think the Giants had like 28 wins last year. They got 21 already this year.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll check with you during the week, and if anything happens, give us a buzz. If not, we'll check with you on
Wednesday
Friday.
You'll hear from me again.
All right, Mike. Take care.
Have a great day, guys.
Mike Cozzi with a check on sports this morning here on Robin Hood Radio.